Good morning and happy Tuesday, friends. Go ahead and start by writing your name at the top. We are doing lesson 1.8, and our essential question for today is, how do you know that the order of numbers is the same as a set of objects that is one larger? So we're going to be counting and putting things in order to up to 5. We're going to be drawing our cubes here today. So you can see here that there's one cube in above the 1. So here, how many do you think we're going to have to put above the 2? We're going to have our cubes match the number. So we're going to have to write 2 cubes or draw 2 cubes. I do my cubes just like this. I just draw squares. You don't have to draw all of the designs on that. So there's 1, then we have 2. So the next is going to come 1, 2, 3. So draw your 3 cubes here. Try to make your cubes all about the same size. Like this one's a little bit smaller, but they line up. So that way we can see right away that there are more cubes in this above the 3 than there are above the 2. This column, that's what these ones are called, have more in them. If we drew our cubes, let me show you like this, 2, 3, 4. If we drew our cubes really small like this, it might look like there's more cubes over here, even though there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3 there. So try your best to make them about the same size. And it's okay if you're still learning how to make a square and it looks like that. Try your best. Remember, it's got 4 sides. You can do a line down and a line over like you're making an L, and then you can do a line over and a line down. That's how I make them, to try to get it nice and neat. Go ahead and finish that page. And then you're going to flip it to page 56. So you're going to use your pencil to make a cube train. Cube train is when they're all next to each other and it makes a line. You're going to start with 1, and we're going to draw the cubes and write the numbers in order. So if we want to go in order, just like we did on this page, like counting order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we can't put them 1, 5, 3, 2. We don't want to do that. We want to put them in counting order. So what comes after 1? Make a candy cane, then give it a shoe. That's the way to make a 2. We want to go in order. 1, 2. And then I could come over here and draw my cube train. Okay? You're going to keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're going to do the rest of the page. I'm going to come down here and do my 5. Short neck, belly fat, Mr. 5 wears a hat. And then I have to do my 5 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, as our number gets higher, our cube train gets longer. Once you're done with this page, talk to someone at home about how you know numbers and cube trains. Or sorry, what you know about numbers and cube trains. So one thing I know is what I just told you. The higher the number, the longer our train is going to get. And our cubes match our number. The next page we have, page 57, you're just going to count the objects in the set. So now instead of cubes, we have different objects. We have a notebook, scissors, a book, erasers, pencil box. Count the objects on each set and write the number beside the set of objects. And then you're going to write those numbers in order. So I'm going to do this page with you. Let's count our books. How many pink books do we have? Just 1. So we're going to put a 1 here. Pull down once, then you're done. That's the way to make a 1. And then we have our scissors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down and over, down once more. That's the way to make a 4. Then we have our cat books. Let's count those. 1, 2. Make a candy cane and give it a shoe. That's the way to make a 2. When you're writing these, remember, fill up the whole space. A 2 like this is a pretty good looking 2, but it's not big enough, so it needs to fit on the lines. Soon we'll be getting our, as you get really good at writing them, our lines will get smaller and you'll be able to make smaller ones, but I need to have you fill up the whole space as we first practice. And then we have our erasers. Put your finger on your first eraser and count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Short neck, belly fat. Mr. 5 wears a hat. And then our pencil boxes. Let's count these. 1, 2, 3. Around the tree, around the tree. That's the way to make a 3. And then we have to put these in order from smallest to largest. Okay? So we're going to write the numbers in order, in counting order. And we're going to start, it says, with number 1. 1's our smallest number. You can see by our objects, but you can also just see when we count. 1, 2. So we start with 1. What comes after 1? When we count, do we count 1, 4, 2, 5, 3? No, we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure that yours go in that order too. And you're going to flip it to our next page. Here it says Paul has a set of blocks that is one larger than a set of 3 blocks. I'm going to read that again. Paul has some blocks. So these are all the blocks here. We have to figure out which one belongs to Paul. Paul has a set of blocks that is one larger or one bigger than a set of 3 blocks. So we have to count these. This one has 1, this one's 1, 2, this one's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have to find the set of blocks that's one larger than 3. So we know this is not bigger than 3 or larger. This one doesn't even have a 3. This one has 1, 2, 3, but it doesn't say find the group that has 3 blocks. It says find the group that has one larger. So if we're going one more than 3 and we add one more box, that would be our 4. So you're going to circle the group of 4 blocks. Draw to show what you know about the order of sets 1 to 5. Tell a friend or someone at home about your drawing. So I'm going to have you guys do this one. You guys know how I normally do this. I either write the numbers or I write them in order. You can draw something similar to up here to show the order they go in. Just make sure you do it only for your numbers 1 to 5. And then on this page here, 59 and 60 is yours to practice at home. Very similar to the page we just did. You're just going to count the objects and write them on the line, how many there are, and then you're going to put them in counting order. On the back, you need to find what's missing. For number 2, in the yellow sun, count and tell how many stars there are. Count the stars, write it on the line. And then for number 3 in the green leaf, you're going to trace the number, and then whatever number that is, you're going to write how many counters in the 5 frame you need to match this. So I'm not telling you what number it is. See if you know and you can fill in the counters. And then send me a picture of just this page, okay, friends? I don't need every single page, and not just the first page, just the last page, page 60 today. The lesson check and spiral review, please. Have a good Tuesday.